right, hey guys, what's going on? Another episode of Game Story here. We're chilling on a Sunday, it sounds like, but I hope you're having a good day, whatever day it is you're listening to this. As always, I'm Brooks. I got Jeremy on the other line. Go ahead and say hello, Jeremy.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Nice, nice. Well, we've got a great show planned today, and by plan, I mean
We
it's
do.
not planned. Yeah, we have absolutely nothing going on today. We didn't plan, we didn't think this out at all. We just got to get on here talking because that is what we're good at. So, Jeremy, what are you playing right now? What's going on in the gaming world?
Oh man, the gaming world is really in. I would say the gaming world is in kind of chaos mode right now. With Halo Infinite being pushed, man, that was without having that as part of the launch for the new Xbox Series X. It's kind of rough. The PS5's not really been shown much, very promising. So for me, man, I've really just been playing on my Switch a lot, and I'm playing a
Mm-hmm.
lot of League of Legends Team Fight Tactics.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm a big fan of teamfight tactics, but no, like you said, I think we're reaching the point where video games are starting to maybe stagnate a little bit. I know some people will disagree with that, but really, there's only so much farther we can push consoles, push graphics, push gameplay. That I feel like maybe developers are having a hard time kind of expanding, and it's starting to show a little bit.
Yeah, and I think it's truly not so much the developers as opposed to the people who are asking for the games. Like if I'm say I'm the head of Microsoft, Phil Spencer, and I give you Xbox Series X, I expect your games to be made at this level of this console.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very, very hard thing to accomplish. I mean, you can't sit there and make every single game 4K high def graphics and expect to have enough games to come out each year to hold people. You have to be able to allow just developers to make games. When we got to think back when we were kids, man. I mean, there used to be games drop like every week just because everybody was making them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many developers now. I mean, the indie games are out, but they're just to me the indie games are so many now that it's hard to find a good one. They're just so far and so in between.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, you're right on point there. Indie games, they have been, seeing some success here lately. There is a lot of them. But you brought up a good point about the graphics and stuff. Like when we got into gaming, when we were kids and stuff, it was never about how good the game looked. I didn't pick up Super Smash Brothers on the 64 and say, "Oh my God, look at the graphics." I was there for the characters, the gameplay, to see something new that we haven't played before. And I feel like as we've progressed, they've kind of lost that. Like, yeah, HD was big, 4K, that's huge, but that shouldn't be why we're playing games. That shouldn't be a pressure that the game makers are having to put on themselves. I mean, the focus should be
Yeah.
on good gameplay.
You would think that, but it feels like now it's just become how good can my game look and run on this console as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to hey, I've got a good campaign or hey, I've got a good gameplay. It's very stale just because we
Mm-hmm.
keep focusing on how good the game looks instead of how good the gameplay is. I mean, and that's kind of why
Yeah.
I've gone to the been playing my Nintendo Switch more than anything because there's a lot of games on there where the Switch doesn't have good graphics. I mean,
This is
if you
true.
look at it, I mean, no, I mean, it does and it doesn't. It does for what it is, but if you compare it to the Xbox One X, the PS4 Pro, and a computer, it's gonna get. I mean, graphics wise, it is just atrociously horrible. But for being it can run good games. I mean, it does run The Witcher 3. I mean, The Witcher 3 is a very high graphic game, but it also has really good gameplay.
Mhm.
It can run that game, maybe not to the full extent that the other stuff can, but it's still very good. I actually enjoy playing it on there because to me, it's just kind of I don't know, it's just something about it playing on the Switch is just so much fun. You don't take it on the
Mhm.
go, but the games on there, I mean, dude, look at like I said, look at Mario Kart. Dude, I mean, yeah, the graphics are good, but it's Mario Kart.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
play it because it's Mario Kart. I mean, look how I mean that game's been around since the Super Nintendo. Super Mario Kart was the first one, and here we are over 20 years later, and we're still playing that series.
No. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. I mean, just it's about the game. It's about the gameplay. And if your game is good, it doesn't matter what it looks like. And I think one of the best examples here is The Last of Us. Okay, not the second one. The second one was
Ooh,
garbage, and I think everybody will agree with us that the second was garbage. But when
yeah,
you
that's such a debated game. Oh my god.
yeah, but I think a lot of people recognize that number one, the original Last of Us, is a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece in storytelling and gameplay.
I still haven't played it.
Well, I mean, you probably should. It's an amazing
I,
game,
I
and
own it.
jeez. But the point here is that when people talk about how good that game is, when they talk about the gameplay and the story, you know what never comes up in the conversation?
The
The
graphics.
graphics. Yeah, nobody talks about that. And so that just goes to show, like, even in a big AAA game that everybody knows, that everybody says is really good, the graphics are a secondary thing. And I think that's something that we need to, like, as a consumer, respect again.
Now, do you think that because of the push on graphics, it also impacted just games in general? I mean, if you look at, like you said, look at Last of Us 2, but I also think it back to, remember, when we did not have like the highest graphics, we had
Hmm.
cheat codes. You remember cheat codes? I
Yeah.
mean, is there anybody here listening that want to comment on this later on to tell us some of the best cheat codes they remember? I mean, I remember playing, big heads, unlimited turbos, unlimited everything, and then you had, what was it, up down, left right, AV, the most famous one of all time, Konami.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yep.
Yeah. You don't have those anymore, do you? No, can't do that. You had to buy
No.
it. DLC, you had to buy it.
Yeah, it's all DLC. Yeah, cheat codes are amazing. I don't know why they took those out. Um, that was yeah, those are outstanding. Those are a lot
Unlimited
of
Master
fun.
Balls.
Oh yeah, unlimited master balls. So that wasn't even a cheat code. That was just like a glitch in the game.
Hey, it's a cheat code now.
If you like captured Masingo in Pokemon, it would like destroy your game file.
I actually have seen people online who still show they have their original game with missing no, and the
Yeah,
game is still functionable.
I
So
mean, it
I
was
don't
really cool.
know.
Though. I used it for the rare candy
Oh
multiplier.
yeah, rare candies and Master Balls, all you needed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and train my
That and
team up to 100. No, I'm using those rare candies.
what was the other one? The Gold Nugget, just for unlimited money.
Oh yeah, unlimited money.
Just because you just want to be the mogul of the Pokemon world.
Yeah. It's funny because when we were kids, we would all use those stupid cheat codes like rare candies, golden nuggets, and get all the best Pokemon. And yet we'd still go out and brag that we beat the Elite Four. Like, well, no shit, you did it with a team of level 100s.
Yeah, I mean, hey, hey, I'll be honest. I mean, I didn't beat the Elite Four I didn't use the rare candies until I went back like the second or third, fifth, sixth
Hmm.
time. 'Cause at that point, I was like, I wonder if I can beat the Elite Four with a bunch of random Pokemon that shouldn't work, that shouldn't even be doing anything.
Yeah.
Yep, they're level 100.
Yeah, exactly. Level 100. Levels is what you need. Although, honestly, at least I haven't played a bunch of the new Pokemon, but I remember in the old days, so like Red through Gold, maybe.
Crystal
Crystal, yeah. You could beat
6.
the Elite Four once your Pokemon got to about 40 or 45, right?
No, it's more about 50.
About 50. Well, if you're a
55,
good
70.
trainer, you can beat them at like 40 or
Well,
45.
you never were, so we all know it's probably like a level 100 for you.
Wow. No, but like once you get there, so that's the thing. Like people, I feel like overtrain for the Elite Four a little bit. They're like, better push 60 or 70. I'm like, nah. If you want yourself a challenge, go in there at like 50 and see what you can do. Like that's where the real challenge is.
Yeah, but it's just people just everyone does it their own way. I mean, even in today's Pokemon games, I've been playing Sword and Shield, just the
Mhm.
newest ones. Shared XP where you can just sit there and play with one Pokemon the entire time and beat everything, and
Yeah.
everything in your party levels up. I mean, it's different. And it's made it easier,
Yeah.
which is probably an okay thing. And and speaking of Pokemon, I'm looking forward to another game that's coming out. It's a new Pokemon style game. It's very similar. I believe it's called Examon, and it actually is coming out for the Switch and
Hmm.
PS4 and PC. It's not going to be on the Xbox yet,
Really?
um, and it looks like a lot of fun. It looks, I mean, it's not as heavy. It's kind of like Pokemon back in the day a little bit. It's
Okay.
3D, but not like the 3D how it is now. Like Pokemon will stand there. It's a little more old school looking, but it
Okay.
looks like a lot of fun. There's like 300 of them to begin with
Oh, that could be
and there's
cool.
5 stars to choose from.
Now the question is it multiplayer? How does the multiplayer work on it?
I don't know if it actually is multiplayer. I'm not 100% sure. You know, I've seen it just recently, and so I'm kind of getting
Mhm.
excited for just seeing some of the videos. If it is multiplayer, I'm sure it'll be like I kind of hope that they go back to the old school way of,
Mhm.
hey, if I want to trade you, guess what? I got to be sitting next to you, kind of deal,
They
with a
have a
link
link
cable.
cable.
With a link cable, sir.
I don't know if a link cable's viable now, but
Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is.
dang, at least be on the same local Wi-Fi.
Oh,
You know how hard it would be for me to run a cable from like the back of my computer to like somebody's laptop? Like that sounds like a pain. But
yeah,
also,
it's not the greatest thing ever.
local Wi-Fi would be cool though.
It would. I mean, the Game Boy Advance did have local, where
Hmm.
you didn't have the link cable. You could share across not what about Wi-Fi back then? What was that? It was like
No,
it was wireless though. It was
it
pretty.
was wireless. Yeah,
It was like an RFID almost.
yeah. So it was close. Yeah, like a near range kind of thing. I remember that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forget
So
what you would call it.
Nexomon Extinction is the name of the game, and it has 381 monsters to start with.
That sounds pretty promising. I feel like I'd try it out. I mean, is it? Have they released a price model for it yet, or?
Yes, it's actually on Steam. And it's there. Well, actually releases at the end of this month, August 28th.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and it's on Steam right now for pre-order, and I think the pre-order is only like $17.
That's not bad. That's a good price point.
It is, and it looks like fun. It's like I said, you have 5 starters. I'm kind of excited for it, and
Hmm.
I'm really excited for Zoids is finally making a North American return.
No way. What?
Zoids, it is coming to North
Ah,
America on the Nintendo Switch. We're finally getting Zoids back. We haven't had it since the GameCube, and before that,
yeah.
we had it a little more regularly. But it's been a long time. The new Switch game has been such a big hit in Japan. A lot of people have been petitioning, and asking for it. Nintendo is finally saying it to North America,
Well,
and
here
it comes out next month.
part of the problem is they've Zoids almost has like no recollection in America, right? Like I know me and you remember the old anime. We had Zoids, and you had Zoids Chaotic Century, and then they had like
Hey
one
man,
after that.
that's childhood right there, sir. That's
It really,
childhood.
it really is. But I'm wondering, with a new release of a Zoids game, how many people they're reasonably going to bring in on that market because it's been so long.
I think it's a good time. I think especially with today, a lot of kids watch Twitch and
Hmm.
streamers. If they stream Zoids, and a lot of Nintendo Switch is a top seller right now. I mean, you can't even find one in the stores or
Yeah,
anywhere. And so I think especially putting out right around this Christmas as we gear up towards Christmas, which is crazy. I know. I mean, we're 4 months
don't.
away. It's
Jeez.
crazy,
Yeah.
and I think it'd be a good time for them to put Zoids out and let kids see it. I mean, it's robots fighting robots. I mean, it's just, what's wrong with that?
You're not wrong. It is kind of like Gundam. Nobody really has to know what Gundam is to appreciate giant robots fighting each other. You know what I mean? Like it's just cool either way. Like you don't need to know Optimus Prime to appreciate that the Transformers are awesome. Giant robots will always be cool, regardless of whether you know what they're from or not.
Yeah, exactly. And that brings up to another thing. Still a big fan of professional wrestling. A lot of people are like, "Oh, how do you watch that? It's fake." Yes, we all know it's fake. We all know it's scripted. But the games have been really good, with the exception of the mainstream ones. Have kind of fallen by the. They've kind of been going downhill. So it was like, well, they have a new one coming out, and you might actually enjoy this one.
Hmm.
It is like a Smash Bros. Style, not Brawlhalla style, but it's called WWE 2K Battlegrounds, and it's like over the top action. The characters don't look real. It's just different, and it's a new thing, and there's going to be like, I think it's like almost 60, 80 wrestlers to begin with to choose from legendaries, from Stone Cold to all the way up to the new guys, like AJ Styles and people.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I'd be interested. I've never been super into like the WWE games. It's never been like what I've played. I'm not even good at any fighing game. Just to put that out there.
We should work on
But
that.
I can't. That ship has sailed for me.
And folks, he's not lying. I've seen him play Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate 3 at my bachelor party when he came out here. And let me tell you something. It was the most intense match, but the guy that he was playing with was just as bad as he was. So it was really like it was a really good match, but the skill level was not there.
Oh no, I'm the guy that'll try to get you against the wall and just spam the kick button. that's that's what I do.
You know, yeah, he's not lying. He's done it to me before. I think we played, what was it, like Tekken,
Yeah.
and he decided, hey, I want to come against the wall, and all of a sudden, kick, 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 kick. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die just because he keeps won't stop kicking me.
And people say that I'm like cheating or like taking advantage of them. I'm like, listen, it is a game mechanic for people like me.
It is, and like, it's not cheating; it's just annoying, is what that is, sir.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm terrible at fighting games. I can't get the combinations down. Like people are like stringing together like 7-button combos. I'm just over here like, how do I punch? Like,
You're over here like, I got the kick button.
yeah, I got the kick, but that's all I need. No,
Oh man, but yeah,
I'm good at racing games. I'm good at MMOs and first-person shooters.
you're good at MMOs. I've never known. I've never seen this woman play.
Wow, wow.
I
I'm
believe
good.
I believe I hold the record in dueling and
Okay.
against you in MMOs.
I'm good at PVE in MMOs.
PVE does nothing. For folks who don't know what PvE is, that is player versus environment. That is like when you're going up against the big game bosses and raids. I am more of a player versus player. PvP is the common term, where I make Brooks cry because his raid gear is obsolete against my other good stuff.
Well, they put PvP in games because not everybody can handle the mechanics of fighting a boss, so they gotta appeal to the lowest common denominator.
You say that, yet when I see you in Sea of Thieves, you're usually the first one to get shot because you don't have PvP, and that's all PvP in that game, sir.
I mean, you're correct, but you know, that's my fault for playing a straight PvP game.
Yeah, you think you get better at that.
I got a little bit better when you switch to like double guns, like when you run the like pistol with like the sniper or the blunderbuss, like you get better because it's just kind of an OP setup. But I have trouble hitting anything with a sword. That's a little bit more difficult.
See, now that's why you play more RPGs that are like medieval style, and you start swinging that sword, and you just get better with it because you're used to it.
That's true. Speaking of cheat codes, I kind of want a cheat code for a machine gun in Sea of Thieves. That'd be kind of sick.
That would break the game.
It would break
Don't ruin
the
the
game.
game. You're gonna ruin the game, sir.
Someone pulls up on you, just pull out an AK-47, just blow a bunch of holes in their ship.
Look. If I'm getting a machine gun and someone pull up next to me in a boat, I don't want no AK. I want you to put that Gatling gun where that cannon goes, and then we just mow them. Just mow that ship down.
Well, just hold on. Like, sit there and imagine that though. So take like the game, like the gunplay from like Call of Duty, put that on a map like Sea of Thieves, and you've got like a modern first-person shooter on like an open world with ships. That could be a thing.
So what you're saying is, I need somebody who's about 4 miles away from me, shoot me with a pump action shotgun, killing me with a headshot.
Well, yeah. I mean, think about the snipers. You could literally snipe from a crow's nest.
You would never have to move.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like that could be fun gameplay. A modern day Sea of Thieves with Call of Duty shooting mechanics. It could be
You're
interesting.
losing me, sir. You're losing me. You're losing me.
Battlefield mechanics, so all the ships are fully destructible.
I don't know, man. You're losing me there, but folks. This is why you don't let him. This is why doesn't work for the game industry. Because little do you know, we'll have like spells and machine guns and pirate ship all in one game, and you're not gonna know what's going on.
Yeah,
That's
I'd have good
that
graphics.
battle royale love of yours. That's that. Oh, dude, yeah, no. You do like the worst graphics to make it run. That's because you play those battle royales. You wouldn't want to be put into one battle royale.
Yeah,
It's a shame you don't get better at those two. I'm just saying.
no, I'm okay at battle royale. So I had this idea for a battle royale. So you like make a procedural generated map, kind of like a No Man's Sky or whatever. Allow like 1,000 people per 2 months to spawn into it, and have like a 2-month long battle royale. It's like one session. You get to log off and everything in between it, but only one can live.
That sounds like the longest, most painful, aggravating thing I would ever do.
It really would be bad.
I would rather go to the dentist.
That would be crazy though. Think about it. Like every week, the circle gets smaller, so you've literally got a
Oh,
week to like.
jeez. You have a week just to move your whole civilization in.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting.
I'm about to tell you, battle royals is just man, they just keep coming out. I'm not gonna lie, I have been playing Hyperscape, which is
Yeah,
Ubisoft's new battle royale, and I don't know what it is about this game, but I'm actually good at this one.
yeah,
I'm in the top 10 every time I play now.
yeah. I mean, it's I tried it for a few matches. It's a good game. It is very different from other battle royales on the market. It relies more on kind of like a fast pace, like fast reaction type gameplay. Um, and it has more of a vertical aspect to it, right? So there's a lot of
Yeah,
like jumping and like gliding around and like on top of rooftops and stuff where a lot of let's face it, most battle royales don't have that. Like, not really. That's the only one I can think of. Fortnite has the building, but it's not the same.
Fortnite to me is just dude, that is a struggling game. It feels like right now. There's just too many battle royales that are watering down that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and Fortnite to me is just going down. And I'm not opposed to it. I'm kind of excited for that to happen because I can't stand Fortnite, but
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of crazy to see how popular the game was to now it's just being watered down because everybody's making their own battle royale. I mean,
Yeah,
Call of Duty even has Warzone, you
yeah.
know. But I mean, like I said, I just play Hyperscape, folks. I mean, Brooks, I know you play
Mm-hmm.
more of those, but like I said, I think lately though, the main game me and Brooks have been playing together, and we played until what 1 o'clock last night in the
Yeah,
morning
yeah.
was
Team fight tactics.
yeah, Team Fight Tactics. I
Yeah,
couldn't think of the full name. I was know it was TFT. Yeah, Team Fight
TFT.
Tactics. Man, let me tell you guys, that is a fun
Yeah, it
game.
is. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Even though I keep losing, it's a lot of fun.
I mean, well, that's the thing with the game, though. It's like you win some, you lose some, and there's a lot of strategy involved. So you have to like carefully pick what builds you're going for when you're selecting your teams. You have to like measures like, do I want to spend gold here? Do I need to save up? Should I scrap this idea altogether and try to start over? Like, do I have time to like build a team up again? Like, and then what about positioning? Like, you got to think about where do I want to put my champions. So there's a lot that goes into that game. It looks simple, but when you get down to playing it, there's a lot of decisions you have to make.
Yeah, I mean, and that's really it. There's not any kind of like, oh, I got to do this combo. It's more of a it's almost like chess. It's kind
Yeah,
of the way I look at it. You get to build the champions, build the items properly, and it's not like it's not like League of Legends where you have to get like 6 parts to make this one weapon to get to this. It'll make 6 more parts for the next weapon. It's really simple, but it's also you got to make sure you get the right weapons for the champions in the build you're doing. And each champion has an attribute. I think it's the right word. Is that the right word for
yeah,
that, or like a clan? I guess you could
yeah, like
say.
a power or something. Oh, like a class, like a
Yeah,
class. Yeah,
and it's pretty cool to see them. And I mean, so far, I think what was it last night? Me and Brooks actually hit number one, number two. It was
yeah.
really close.
We actually managed to do that. We actually got number one and two. And ladies and gentlemen, there's 8 players that go into a round, right? And it keeps a running scoreboard. And every time someone fights, obviously your health goes up and down, and that kind of determines like where you stand on the leaderboard. And so, obviously, as people get knocked out, it gets smaller and smaller. And so, me and him are the last people standing, one and two. And honestly, we need to be able to do that more often. We're just not quite there yet.
No, we're struggling still. We struggle in this
Yeah.
game because I mean, we play it, and we're getting better. We're average.
Mhm.
We're staying in the top four just about every match. I think
Yeah,
we only had one
generally.
match last night that was we were both at like the bottom two, and we were
Yeah,
just and we just couldn't get it going. But other than that, we stay in about the top four just about every time,
yeah,
which is nice.
yeah.
I mean,
I think
that's considered a win by the game standards.
yeah, the council win as like being in the top half of the playing field, so 1 through 4, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Teamfight Tactics does take place in the League of Legends universe. So all the champions and heroes that you're selecting come from that same lineup. So you'll have favorites like Twisted Fate, Poppy. You've got Ash in there, who's really cool. So you've got your whole lineup.
Sigs.
Yeah. And they go through seasons. So they'll maybe have like I don't know, 25, 30 different champions this season. Then they'll switch it up for next season. You'll have like another set of champions, and they
Yeah,
all have
last
different
season had
classes.
Yeah, because last season was Garen. This season was like the
Mm-hmm.
kind of like Knights and the Paladins almost, and
Mm-hmm.
this season is more about the mechs, the space pirates,
Yeah, like
the
Star
Carno.
Guardians.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is very like sci-fi almost, right?
yeah,
Like,
it's exactly what it's like. Sci-fi this week.
hmm
We went from
so,
medieval to sci-fi.
yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm excited to see what they do next time. Like, I kind of want something nature based,
Ooh, that'd be
like
kind of interesting.
elemental kind of. You know what I mean? Like, throw some Bran in there. Like, he was that
Oh,
fire elemental champion. I'd love to see some like elements into
yeah.
it.
Throwing oh, what was his name? There was another one. I can't remember his name off the top of my head
Yeah,
because I was going to play League, but there was another like there's a couple of those that were very nature based, elemental based.
Avian, the
Yeah,
iceberg would be one.
yeah.
There's a couple ice champions. Yeah,
There was like a mermaid one too. That'd be kind of neat.
yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be
Uh,
really cool to see her.
Yeah, so I'm excited. You know, obviously we're still improving, so I don't really want to season switch just yet because don't feel like I fully mastered this season. But I think we need to start playing some ranked games, see where we stand, and
I don't know, man. I'm trying not to embarrass myself at all the time. You know, I do
oh,
it enough on a daily basis as it is.
damn, I didn't know you were trying at that.
No, I'm trying not to do that, but it's
Right,
just
it
it doesn't work
happens.
out for me.
That's my life. I walk around trying not to embarrass myself 90% of the day.
Yeah, it doesn't work out.
Yeah, the other 10% of the day I can't help it.
Yeah, exactly. The other 10% is just it's just one of those 10% days.
That's right.
I wake up. Well, it's gonna be a 20% day. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, no, that's true though. But Teamfight Tactics a lot of fun. That's really the only game I've been playing lately though. Like I can't say I've sat there and like really had the time to play much else. And that's another great thing about Teamfight Tactics is you can play one or two matches in like 20 minutes maybe. Like, and you
Yeah,
can multitask while playing. Like you don't have to. It doesn't take all your concentration necessarily.
that's right. That's kind of a nice thing too. Like especially and it's actually kind of nice to multitask. Like if you're doing something else, you can still be
Mm-hmm.
playing that because you don't have to sit there and have to keep hitting the buttons. It's just pick your stuff and set it up and wait for the next round to start, and then
Yep.
it'll do it for you.
Yeah. No, it's I like it. It's real easy for me to get work done and play at the same time, which is, as every gamer knows, is the that balance you have to kind of maintain. And I'm a big MMO fan. Don't get me wrong, I love my World of Warcraft and ESO, but those are time sinks. They take time to play.
Yeah, that's the thing about those. I mean, it just takes so much time. Like, oh boy.
Yeah. But what else? What else we got on the market here? Like lately, I've been.
I'm telling you, man, I am heading towards almost pure Switch. It feels like because I mean, it's just so much good stuff that's coming out. I mean, we have a okay. This is gonna sound crazy. Like, people are like, "Oh my gosh, you play this?" But when we were growing up, Beyblades was a thing. Okay,
Oh hell yeah!
yeah. So Beyblades is making another game and it is coming out on the Switch, and it's supposed to use the Joy Cons as the motion.
mm,
So if you have the thing, you pull. You have the two Joy Cons. You can either play normal, just hit the buttons, or you can play with it and pull the Joy Con back like you're ripping it.
that's kind of cool. That's I've never
Oh.
played a Beyblade video game, but that sounds pretty cool.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you still have a Wii or not. I know at one point I think you had one. The Beyblade game that was on the Wii is like 99 cents at GameStop right now.
Oh wow. Well, I don't have a Wii anymore. I actually don't have any consoles. All I got is my PC.
You need to fix that, sir. I can't
I
believe. Look, when you get ready to get your house, I'm gonna fly out to Texas, and we're gonna go to the local game stores. We're gonna get you, and I'm gonna go to the local furniture store and get you a game room set up. That way you can say I've got some consoles and my PC because this ain't gonna work, man. Okay.
all right, all right. I mean, you're right. It is something I need to do, but what can I
Just
say? I've been a PC
I
gamer
mean,
for so long.
and I get that. A lot of people are, they like to play just PC because they can put it all in one area. But you have to admit, I mean, if you could go back out there and get you a retro console, like, I mean, go back there and pick an N64, play some GoldenEye on
Yeah.
a Friday night with some buddies still.
Oh
Come
yeah.
on.
No, I played N64 easily.
See, that's why when I come out there, we'll go to Game Over Games. It's in Dallas. It's actually it's a virtual store out there. I know, trust me, I know this. and we will go in there and get you everything you need for your game room because you're gonna need it. Okay.
I'm gonna need it. Right. This sounds good. Now I'm gonna need something to take my mind off of teaching for sure.
Exactly. See, I mean, and that's another thing, guys. I don't know if we actually been telling you. That's actually pretty good news. Brooks is now a teacher in Grand Prairie, Texas, which is a
Yeah.
suburb of Dallas Fort Worth.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's still a little bit weird. I'm not, I got to be honest. Just being inside a high school, like going inside the building and just being like, I'm an actual teacher. You know what I mean? Like you go through school, like
And you
you
still
know,
get no respect.
I still get no respect, no respect, no respect. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of a weird feeling. It's nice to have like a actual career type job. Finally, not just a normal 9 to 5, but actually a job that I can like keep like a career and grow in and stuff and make actually real money. um,
And you can help the youth of today. You need to teach a class on how to. You need to make them listen to this podcast, like when they're taking tests, they can learn something.
how do we reach these kids?
Yeah.
It's all about the youth.
Yeah. You reach them. You stream from your desk right there and tell them watch the Twitch channel.
Well, really, the only reason I got into teaching was so I can make a sweet esports team. Right? I'm scouting.
Oh, jeez. Are you gonna bring back the what do we have when we were in high school? The video game club.
A
Where
video game club.
oh man, it was folks. We actually had a video game club at our school, and I'm gonna tell you guys something. It was ran by an art teacher,
Hmm.
and the people who started it, like they liked video games, but they did it more. I don't even know why, because like they only ever had one system in there,
Hmm.
and they didn't like it because they only had one TV. I was like, and I
Yeah.
know other people offered to bring in some TVs when they had them and bring in other consoles, and the people who ran that said no, we just need the one, and the only game they would play was Guitar Hero.
Nice.
It was
Yeah.
terrible.
It's I. Well, they should have had us run the video game club. Is the problem, but nobody asked us.
Yeah, we weren't asked. And ironically, it was a bunch of your ROTC buddies too.
Yeah, I know. They're not even real gamers. It was like what, like Chris McLean. Um, I can't remember who all was in it, but
Yeah,
yeah, I think it
but
was just a spot for people to hang out. They weren't like video game enthusiasts. You know what I mean?
yeah, I think it was just somewhere for them to hang out, and that's fine. That's what you want. But when someone else is trying to come in and help you, say, "Hey, I'll bring in an N64 and GoldenEye, and like let's
Yeah,
4 controllers." Man, you gotta be jump all over that.
yeah. I don't know. That sounds like an amazing time. Actually, you
Yeah,
get some pizza, you get some GoldenEye. Like,
and
yeah.
and bring in the original Smash Bros. And just see how bad everybody
Ooh.
is at the original one.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I used to be pretty good. My main was Pikachu, because Quick Attack was pretty powerful back then.
Still is.
It still is, yeah. But it's been so long, I can't even tell you if I'm halfway decent at it
Oh,
anymore.
see, my main and still to this day, my main is still Bowser.
Bowser, yeah.
It's just so versatile.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know what it is about him, but I can wreck some people with Bowser.
I've played Bowser before. He's a lot of fun. I like him. He feels good. Um,
But
like
now,
he
I mean,
responds to like what you would think he would do.
yeah, exactly. And now with the new Smash Bros, they got the ultimate attack, and becomes Giga Bowser, and
Hmm.
Smash Bros has come so far away from to me than what it was, but it's good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still a very, very good game.
yeah,
I haven't played one in a while actually. I probably should break that out, but you know, but I felt that Nintendo messed up with this Smash Brothers. They said it was the ultimate Smash Bros, but I was sad to see that they made DLC for it. Smash Bros was
oh,
known and notorious for you having to work hard to unlock all the characters,
yikes.
and they made a bunch of characters now that are DLC, and
Oh,
it kind of hurt me a little bit. And because I mean, it was Smash Bros. We played it for two,
yeah,
3 hours trying to unlock one character. It
yeah,
might take you a few tries, and now it's like, oh, here's a character you really want. Just pay the $20, and you can have all these characters.
yeah. That's disappointing.
Yeah,
That hurts that Nintendo would do that and allow that for that IP. Like, yeah, that was never what Smash Brothers was about. I remember on the original Smash Bros. Game, like, you would get like that black silhouette of a character, and when you finally
Yeah.
unlocked him, you had to
Challenger
beat them.
approaches.
Yeah, and just like, oh dang, I've never seen this before, and it was an achievement, right? You had to work for that, and like you get to brag to your friends, like, "Hey, I unlocked this," and they'd be like, "Oh, dang, I haven't got him yet." Like,
Like
but yeah,
I still remember how to unlock Luigi.
oh, I don't remember Luigi. How to get him? I don't remember how to get anybody. I remember having them though. I finally did unlock them all, but I don't remember how to get them.
Well, Luigi, I know how to get it in Smash Bros. Melee, which was the one for the second one. That was one
Mhm.
for the GameCube. To get him, you had to go through adventure mode, and you had to beat the first little area with Mario, within like a certain time frame. You had to really rush through the
Mm.
speed run. And when you went to jump to the next area, Luigi would come out of nowhere and jump on top of you and push you down, and you would unlock Luigi that way. You had to fight him. It was an unlock. It was your gift for speed running that first area.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, stuff like that. Just they just don't have it anymore.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been notorious to be like on the hate train of Nintendo sometimes, but this is a genuine disappointment.
yeah. Okay. So that's the thing, folks. We don't hate on these companies that we talk about. We hate on some of the things they've done to certain games. Like,
True, true.
and I'll be honest with you. And Nintendo is probably my all-time favorite consoles. I mean, I have every single one they've put out now. I
Hmm.
mean, I thoroughly love Nintendo. I think they make great games that are just good and fun. They're not too challenging, but they also have some that are challenging. But what we're expressing, folks, is we just don't like some of the things that way things are going right now. It's a lot of pay. You buy a $6 game. Why on earth would I want to pay $20 more for extra stuff that's already been in the game? Unless it's, I mean, yeah, there's some DLC that's really good. I mean, we can look back at Oblivion, where DLC was really starting, and The Shining Knights was like, oh
Hmm.
my goodness, it was like one of the greatest things ever.
Yeah,
Then it was just like DLC here, DLC there. It was terrible.
yeah. That's DLC just kind of kills it for me. People just need to start creating games where you can unlock everything, and not even with like currencies, right? Like, I don't want like some in-game currency to unlock content. I want to be able to earn that through my actions. um,
Well, I'm okay with the currency as long as I get the currency through my actions, not by the in-game currency.
okay, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, 'cause that's how going back to wrestling, some of the original wrestling games, you had to go through the season mode, and through the season, if you had good matches, you would get paid more. Like
Hmm.
if you put on like a 5-star performance, and then you could go to what was considered to be the shop, and
Hmm.
you could buy characters, you could buy different clothing for each character, for each wrestler,
Mm.
each arenas. It was kind of cool because you'd have to, like, if you go in there and beat a guy in 30 seconds, but on a 1-star match, well, you can't go buy really anything because you're not gonna have enough money. So it's kind
Yeah.
of neat that like you had to play the game good, and it wasn't really a challenge. You just don't rush through the game. You couldn't speed run the games.
Hmm. No, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, and I think the original like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater had a similar model, right? You
Yeah.
had to get like cash and stuff like that, and um, unlock the videos. Remember how to collect those stupid videos everywhere?
Hey man, I'm so excited for next month. That Tony Hawk Pro Skater
Oh yeah.
remastered 1 and 2 is coming out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
And unfortunately, I don't think it's on PC.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it is either, but yeah. No, those were some great games, iconic, and just that's my childhood. You know what I mean? Like,
Uh,
uh,
I did. I just yeah, man. Some of those games, and there's just games now that are coming out that are just so good. I'm looking forward to quite a few of them.
yeah.
I mean, Brooks, if there's a game coming out this year, what's your going for the rest of the year? If there's one game you want to pick up, you're most looking forward to game. What would that game
Ooh.
be?
That's a tough one. Obviously, Star Wars Squadrons is very, very high on that list.
Fun fact: the
Uh,
PS4 version, you can play the full game in PSVR.
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so that one's super high up on my list. There's some MMOs I want to check out. I think New World might have a release this year, maybe early next year.
It's next year. They
Next
moved it
year,
out after COVID.
all the new games are going to get pushed back, but I would say Squadrons. That looks so good. I yeah, that one's been on the back of my mind for a long time now.
Yeah, that one looks like a lot of fun because I thoroughly enjoyed the original runs. I mean, they're such good games, and it's excited to see this one back. But I'll have to be honest, man, and I know a lot of our listeners are going to see this coming, and probably yourself. I'm excited for Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah, that's a big one. That is a big one. That looks so good. Um, I just yeah, that game is going to be near perfection. I have a feeling.
Yeah, I just can't wait for that one. Um, I'm telling you, man, it's really good, and I've also thoroughly enjoyed again. It just recently came out is the Iron Man VR. Dude, let
Mm.
me tell you something. That game is a lot of fun. It is. I mean, you really are Iron Man, and it feels that way. That when I get done playing, I had to be careful because I feel like I'm in the air for so long.
That's crazy.
Dude, it's awesome. Dude, next time you come out here and visit, man, dude, I'm gonna strike to the VR for like 3 hours and let you experience it.
I'll do that. I'll do that. I don't think I've tried a VR in a long time, actually.
They're pretty cool, man. If you ever get a chance to try one, I would say the Oculus Rift is not a bad one to try, and that's really good because there's a lot of games on PC that the Oculus Rift can run.
Yeah, yeah, there definitely is. So, yeah, I have to give it a shot. But listen, guys, we're going on 40 minutes in here, and I don't want to keep everybody. And I kind of want to play some team fight tactics a little bit. So,
Who's to me?
yeah, right. Well, yeah. No, we'll see. I think I do want to play. So, I think we'll let people go here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know we didn't have a plan coming out. Is what it
And
is.
sometimes no plans can. Sometimes a plan B can be better than plan A.
That's true. That's true. Well, guys, hit us up on our socials. You know, we have a Facebook Game Story Podcast. Twitter was it Game Story Cast, and same with
Yep,
Instagram Game Story Cast. You know where to find us. We also have a YouTube channel. So it's all on our socials. You guys will find it. And
that's
thank
right.
you.
And we're still working on getting our Twitch stuff up and running. It's taking a little bit of
Yeah,
time because we're trying to when we start this, we want to make sure we can be consistent with you guys and make sure we have everything set in stone. So it's taking a little more time than we thought it would to get this
that's
going,
true.
but it is on the way.
It is on the way. It is. I'm getting my streaming set up soon here too. Once I get paid, um,
Find the
but
money, funny.
yeah, that's true. But it's gonna be cool, guys. We got a lot of things planned, and as we move closer towards like the holiday seasons, we definitely look forward to pumping out some good content, holiday themed events and stuff like that. So it's
Oh
gonna be a
yeah,
fun ride. Stick on this train with us, and we're gonna make it through.
that's right, guys, and appreciate you guys tuning in. Like Brooke said, catch us on our social medias. I know we're doing some Facebook lives a lot lately.
Yeah,
If you guys see those, you guys see a comment, let us know, man. Talk to us there. We'll gladly answer. And
for sure.
that's all for me, man. So game on.
Hey, yeah, we're good. We're game story. Game on.